Okay, the 2020-2021 school year is coming to a close, and we're looking ahead to 2021-2022. And this year I will have a third grader. My middle son is a third grader. So here's what we'll be using. If you're new here, I'm Rian, a Christ-following wife and a homeschool mom to 3 boys. Here we talk all things homeschool, and we will learn together how to use our roles as wife, mom, teacher, and homemaker in order to glorify God. So I don't know about you, but third grade is kind of the easiest for me to choose curriculum for. So kindergarten, you're just kind of laying that foundation. First grade, kind of second grade, you're feeling them out and seeing what works with them as an individual learner and what doesn't. And then third grade, I feel like for me is kind of that magic year where I'm like, yeah, I've got you pegged. I understand you. And then we can just keep on with whatever we know works. And so that's the case this year. And so you will see that not much has changed from last year for my second grader who's going to be a third grader. But that's okay. That means what we're doing is working. I'm sorry I don't have these books with me today. We're still waiting on some to come in. I'm still ordering some and in the deciding process. But I pretty much had an outline of what I wanted to show you and tell you that we're using this year. So you'll just see pictures over here to the side of what the curriculum looks like. So as I mentioned in my 5th grade curriculum choices video, which I will link up here if you'd like to check that out, we do certain subjects together as a family so that we can, one, I just like doing things together. Learning together is fun for me and it helps to build those relationships. But 2, it also helps me manage my time better because I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone by teaching everyone the same thing at the same time. So those subjects that we do together are history, Bible, science, Latin, memory, and then kind of those extra nature, music, art, that kind of stuff. For history, Bible, and literature this year, we will be using Sonlight C, which is meant for, I believe, 8 to 10-year-olds, which is perfect for us. My 3rd grader will be 8 next year. He's a young 3rd grader. And then my 5th grader will be 10. For science, we're still debating between Apologia's new earth science and Apologia's land animals. So we haven't done the land animals yet, and I know it's one of those that you need to kind of do in the younger grades, which is why I'm kind of leaning there since my older son will be aging out of that range pretty soon. But we've used Apologia for several years and we love them. So we know we're using them. We're just not sure which one yet. For Latin this year, we're actually taking just a review year. We're just kind of skipping this year to get my 3rd grader caught up to where my 5th grader is. So that way we can move into this next curriculum that I want to use because we've gone through sung school Latin already. And so the next curriculum, you're really supposed to be a little bit older before you start it. So I'm going to give him a year to kind of catch up. And then we will start that when they are in 4th and 6th grade. Memory, we are still sticking with Claritas Publishing and we'll be moving on to cycle 2 this year. And then nature studies, that just happens naturally around here. My boys are very curious when it comes to bugs and plants and anything to do with outside. So I just give them paper every once in a while, a couple times a week and say, go find me something and draw it and let's talk about it. Easy as that. And then for music and art this year, I don't know if we'll be doing it in a co-op next year or what, but I do know we will be outsourcing it somewhere. So there are plenty of classes available around us if I don't have a co-op that does it. But that's just not something that I really have the time to teach at home right now. So we'll be outsourcing that for sure. Now for his subjects that are all his own, my 3rd grader will be doing writing and he will use Writing with Ease level 2 for that. Yes, he will be in 3rd grade doing level 2, but that's because he's a very young 2nd grader, or very young for his grade. And so he started level 1 when he was in 2nd grade, which is according to the Well-Trained Minds plan for Writing with Ease. They say that that's totally acceptable too. For grammar, he will be doing first language lessons level 2. For spelling, we're sticking with Spelling Workout. It has worked for us amazingly. It is more of a workbook based, which not everyone loves that, but my kids, they like that I can just give them their page. They can do it. I can check it. We can be done with it. Take a test at the end of the week. And we got it. For handwriting, he will not be doing any formal curriculum. We just do a lot of copy work when it comes to our memory verses and our spelling and the different things that he'll be doing for his Writing with Ease. And so I just check his letter formations and his spacing and all of that there and just let that be enough. We have kind of thrown around the idea of introducing cursive this year. And so when I decide on that, I'll let you know. And then although we love Wordly Wise and we've been using it for a few years, we're actually going to drop our vocab curriculum next year. And the only reason being is that Sonlight intertwined in their daily reading, there is always some sort of vocabulary words, whether that be in their independent readers. It'll tell you some words that you're going to see that might not be familiar to you, or sometimes in our just actual reading for the day or our read alouds, it will say, you might not know what this word means and it gives you a definition. So my plan is to just use those words and kind of just quiz each other on them, use them in sentences, look up the definition, all of that, and call it good. And then for math, no surprise here, you'll be moving on to Saxon Math 3. So again, these curriculum videos are very short, sweet, and to the point, but I really just wanted to give you a broad overview of what we'll be using. If any of these sound interesting to you and you'd like to see more of them, I will list past reviews of things that we've already done, so you can see what they look like. If it's something new that I haven't made a video on yet, just let me know down below and I will gladly do a flip through and a review for you as those books come in. So comment down below and let me know if you have used any of these curriculums, if you like them, if you hate them, and maybe why. Also, please subscribe if you haven't already. It helps my channel out a whole lot. And be on the lookout. I have a collaboration coming up on April 8th with my good friends Jamie over at Simply Living It and Heidi over at Boy Boss Mama, and it's all about being a boy mom. You do not want to miss it. Talk to you next time. Bye.